Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest Valorant gun guide on YouTube. We will go through each of the guns available in Valorant and discuss why they are good or not good. You see, I've watched many Valorant gun guides on YouTube and they were all pretty mid. But none of them were truly terrible. And since absolutely no one needed it, I decided to spend much of my free time, way too fucking much, making one. So without further ado, let's have a look at all the guns in Valorant. This game has 17 different weapons, which is roughly 3 to 4 more than you would find in your average American Midwest high school classroom. But contrary to those guns, the Valorant guns actually cost money, and for most of them, you have to do a bit of effort to get your hands on them. So listen up and take notes. The first gun is an absolute classic. The classic is a simple weapon. Click left mouse for little damage, click right mouse for good damage.
But Donut, I don't understand because I'm a smooth-brained orangutan.
Fine, one more time. So, click left mouse for little damage.
Finished.
Moving on. Out of all guns in Valorant, this gun objectively provides the best bang for your buck. In fact, if you were to actually compare the gun's bang to the number of bucks this gun costs to obtain the cost-benefit ratio, you would... Many people underestimate the classic's usefulness. It also has an added benefit that you can always buy a half shield along with it, even if you're dirt poor, like this homeless guy.
Gold, please.
The classic. Would recommend? Good gun. Next up, the Ghost and the Frenzy. These are also guns which would be available in the first round. However, buying them would render you unable to buy a shield along with it. With the Frenzy, you hold the mouse button in and it automatically goes brrr, brrr, brrr. But if you hold the mouse button while carrying a Ghost, pain. Most of you will likely already know this, but for those of you that don't attend an American Midwest high school, a gun like this is called a semi-automatic weapon. Despite being a semi-automatic weapon, the Ghost is a pretty decent gun. With great headshot damage, the gun has good potential at all stages of the game. The same, however, cannot be said about the Frenzy. It took me embarrassingly long to record a kill with this gun, even on deathmatch. But anyway, here's one. Very nice. Now, personal experiences aside, let's have an objective comparison between the Frenzy and the Ghost. The Ghost has a fire rate of 6.75 bullets per second, while the Frenzy has a higher fire rate of 10 bullets per second. However, the damage per bullet is much higher for the Ghost than for the Frenzy, with the Ghost doing 105 damage per headshots and 30 per body shot, while the Frenzy does 78 damage. Where am I?
Welcome to the YouTube hell. Your video was becoming too informative and useful.
Well, yeah, I was trying to make an insightful gun guide.
No one cares how much FPS per second the gun has. Just tell them if it goes brrr or not.
Fine. Next up, the Sheriff and the Operator. These guns are basically the same weapon. The Operator is an expensive weapon of 4,700 credits, but as long as you hit someone anywhere on their body, the Operator will finish off anyone, anywhere, anytime, just like your mom. Likewise to the Operator, the Sheriff is
But Donut, the Sheriff and the Operator are totally different weapons. One costs 4,700 and the other 800. How can you...
Shut up! They are the same weapon, if you are as good as I am. You see, the Sheriff one-shots people if you manage to headshot them, and for a player like me, well... Wait, what? I headshot him. How's he not dead? What kind of bullshit? Oh, the Sheriff has drop-off damage? How was I supposed to know that? You see, you do learn stuff by watching this video. Anyway, for whatever reason, the Valorant community seems to heavily favor the Operator over the Sheriff. Operators are often looted from dead bodies due to their high shot price, which means that during a game, Operators will likely get passed around a lot, just like your mom. Next up, the Spectre and the Stinger. Not much is to be said about them really. If you have the physical strength to actually hold down your left mouse button and drag the mouse over the enemy agents, you will get kills with these guns. The Stinger has a slightly higher fire rate of 16 rounds per second compared to the Spectre's 13.3 rounds per second. However, the Spectre does have a... Right. In short, the Stinger will be slightly less good since it goes... whereas the Spectre goes. But both guns are the absolute best guns in the game. The next weapons on the list are the shotguns. The Shorty, the Judge, and the Bucky. These are without a doubt the best guns in the game. Just aim in the general direction of any opponent, fire away, and the enemy dies faster than an American Midwest school student during— Nope. Not doing that one. The shotguns are excellent in virtually every situation and have no drawbacks or limitations. I would highly recommend buying these guns in any round on any map in any circumstance. They are not situational whatsoever. Shut up! Anyway, next up, the Guardian and the Bulldog. These guns are not the cheapest, but pack a significant punch. The Bulldog is an automatic weapon, while the Guardian is— Oh! Did you hear that? My god, that sounds great. Do it again. Hold on. Let me try the Guardian. Ooh, that's good. These are without a doubt the best sounding guns in the game. We are now nearing the end of the gun guide, with only a handful of guns to go. Now seems a good time to take a brief look back and recap what we have learned. The next guns are the Vandal and the Phantom. These guns have perpetually divided the Valorant community. The question every Valorant player asks him or herself is, are these guns any better than the Bulldog or the Guardian, which are also rifles but cheaper in price? And sound amazing. But since most pro players do favor using the Phantom or the Vandal, I guess it's probably better to buy them than to not buy them.
I guess.
These guns are very accurate when shooting, at least for the first few bullets before the spray becomes bigger. They are good at both long and short range, and fire bullets in quick succession, ensuring a high damage output compared to— Jesus fuck, why can't I get a single fucking kill with these guns? Everyone in this goddamn game seems to be hacking or some shit. Why would anyone pick these Sweatlord's basement dweller guns instead of a decent Shorty or Bucky? Fucking stupid game devs who can't program a decent weapon where the bullet actually goes— Oh. So yeah, headshots. Anyway, to summarize all the lengthy Valorant gun guides on YouTube that act like they know something, the Vandal is better for long range and single enemies, whereas the Phantom is often better at closer combat. And that's all you need to know. Next up is the Marshall. Most people nowadays are not a big fan of Marshall, because they think it's past its prime and overrated. But honestly, I think the Marshall matters for your LP.
But they're not. In Valorant, it's not LP, but RR, which stands for rank rate.
Shut up! No, wait, you actually have a point there. Good job. Here's a banana.
Thank you.
So I think people should give Marshall a bit more recognition. It has a solid track record and still has the ability to pump out some absolute bangers from time to time. And last but not least, we have the Ares and the Odin. These weapons are named after the Greek god of war and the Norse god of wisdom, healing, death, royalty, the gallows, knowledge, war, battle, victory, sorcery, poetry, frenzy, and the runic alphabet. God damn, this guy's CV is packed. This is the guy I imagine you're up against when you see job openings like this. The Ares is a pretty good gun, which I personally love using. It has a disproportionately high chance of making the opponents call you noob in chat. Yes, I know it's you. Keep doing it. It only makes me stronger. But the Odin, oh man, the Odin. This gun, man. It's hard to explain how wielding this gun makes you feel. In fact, I think the Allfather himself can explain it best.
In your lifetimes, has anyone ever worshipped you?
No.
Ever prayed to you? Can you even imagine that kind of love? No! You don't care about mortals. You don't care about anything beyond yourself. Beyond the monster who kills without cause.
Well, that brings us to the end of the video. I plan on making more useless content like this going forward, so if you don't want to miss out, subscribe. Bye!
Actually, they're not. You forgot one weapon. There's also the knife.
Well, it's a gun guide, you idiot. Can't you read? What are you, a Midwest American school student?